Hi, Kim G.
Hi, Kim. How are you? Hot cocoa.
That
It's
sounds good.
wonderful.
Hi, Diane.
Diana.
How's everybody doing? Hi, Beth. Hi, Kendra.
Kendra. This is getting bad. We're doing the same thing at the same time, Diana. That's okay. That just means we know each other.
That's right.
So is everybody warm?
No kidding. Check this out. What do you think?
I think that is going to be so pretty. So pretty for the babies.
And it's over half done now, so it calls for 90 rows. But I don't know if I have to make it as long as the pattern calls for.
No,
because that seems like a lot. Hi, Carla. Hi, Rebecca.
Hello, everyone. I don't know how many rows you got on it now.
46.
That does seem awfully long because that's going to double the length.
Right.
And the width, no, you don't need to put 90 on there. I would start looking at it seriously around 70.
But this is folded in half. So.
Okay. Okay, yeah, then maybe you do need to do the 90. But I would seriously start looking at it at about 70 and see if you think it's a good size.
All right. And I still have this much left of my second skein. So, I mean, it's going pretty good, I think. Yeah, Beth, they just announced late last night that the post office would be closed today because of Jimmy Carter dying.
Yes. No, it's an inconvenience for us, but I actually think that's appropriate.
Yeah. Diane, I did find quite a few off that Daisy Farms. Matter of fact, I have quite a few of them printed out here. But these ones, I'm waiting to find out the gender of the baby, and then I'll be making those.
Did you want any of those baby Afghans I showed you?
I don't remember. Yes.
Just let me know which one and I'll copy it and email it to you.
All right. She just got some really nice patterns, Diane. She does. Diane, Kim G was asking if you noticed you were drawn on somebody's channel 2 days ago, she thinks. Oh, awesome. You did catch it.
Cool.
Kim, did your hooks show up yet?
Hello, Pebbles.
Hi, Pebbles.
Our chat comes in slower, Diane. So
just a few things. We're gonna do a few different things this year. Today we're going to talk about basic yarns and the differences, but I want everybody to mark on their calendar January 23rd. We are going to be having Paula's birthday party. And we got some really nice giveaways that we're going to be doing. And it's our normal time, 1 o'clock on Thursday, the 23rd.
Yep. Okay. In answer to your question, Elizabeth, I love mine. I love them to death. And you're talking to a lady who can't really afford the furls, whatever they're called.
Odyssey.
String Odyssey. I cannot afford them. I've had one furls hook in my life and it broke. I was on my very first project with it and it broke.
Wow.
So these, they're easy to hold. They're longer than the regular furls. And they work well with the yarn. The yarn just slips through. Hey, Gwen.
Hi, Gwen. Yeah, she's going to be celebrating her 65th birthday with us.
Yay. Go me.
So I can't wait.
Neither can I.
Those
Years
hooks
ago,
are
I
on
didn't think I'd make it another
Hulu,
year.
Kendra.
Kendra. Yeah, I got them off of Temu. They're a little pricey. They're $50 for the set, but that's $9, I think. And if you go to furls, their Odyssey hooks are $26 to $30 a piece.
Oh, Beth says they're sold out on Temu.
They'll bring them back. I had to wait. And they are heavy. Oh, well, thank you, Gwen.
Oh, Gwen, that's nice.
But just remember not to unzip it too far. Yeah, here, let me get one out. Ouch. The case is awesome. I mean, seriously.
Awesome, Gwen. Thank you. That's so nice of you to donate a furls hook and a mystery bag of yarn.
Like I said, I bought myself a furls hook.
Paula, show them how the end, how long it is in your hand. Yeah.
There you go. So the throat is nice and deep.
Yep. The bottom doesn't
really
rub
point
into your hand.
Yeah. So these are awesome. And they have a really good weight to them. You know how the furls hooks are so light? These are not light, but they're not heavy. And how do I put this? They are light, but they are not heavy enough to fatigue your hand, I guess would be a good way to put it.
Right. Hi, Jen. All right, Rebecca, enjoy crocheting.
Jen, I think you'd love them. If you like furls, you will really like these. Sorry, Diana, I should have warned you before I did that.
Nope,
I'm sorry.
Good. You're good.
Hello, Miss Zoila. Yeah,
Zoila, are you staying warm today? It's freezing here, so I can't imagine what New York is.
Oh, New York is always cold. Except in the summer, then they're always hot.
Right. Hi, Nancy.
Well, we have decided that we are going to discuss yarn weights today. Now, I was looking around the web looking for a chart that I could, send to anyone that wanted it. But I think the best thing that you can do is if you order yarn offline, you can't do this. But if you go to a brick and mortar store, then get yourself a yarn gauge. You can get them off of Amazon. They're about $5. Okay. And it's a little wooden piece about yay big. Or, well, about yay big. And it will tell you the number of times that you can wrap a certain weight of yarn. Like a 4-weight, it'll tell you wrap X amount of times for 1 inch. Okay. Does the same for 4. Let's see. I think mine starts at 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lace. But lace weight, I mean, it's just, there's an ungodly amount that you have to wrap. Now, this doesn't apply if you order your yarn offline, because obviously you can't hold it in your hand and wrap it around your yarn guide. This is only for brick and mortar.
Right.
But, well, Zoila, let me show you something. Okay. These are both 4s. Okay. Premier. Mary Maxim. The Mary Maxim is the greenish color. And the Premier Basics is the blue color. Look at the difference between those two bits of yarn. Can anybody else see the difference, or is it just me?
Yeah, I can see the difference.
And let's bring in some Hirschner's yarn. So now we're going to add a 3rd yarn. And now, look at that. All 3 yarns are different. And we're not talking just a little bit of difference either.
Right.
We're talking a pretty good difference.
Right.
So, like I said, the best way to accurately gauge your yarn is to get a yarn gauge tool. They are cheap at Amazon, $5. And if you have Prime, there's no shipping.
All right, now I want to show my 4 weights.
Yeah. Yours, I almost fell out of my seat.
Right. Okay. Yep. Get them all on my finger here.
Yep. Hi, Kirsten.
Okay. See, all 3 of them are 4 weights. Can you see the difference?
Oh, here's something that it actually surprised me today.
Now, let me add this last one. Keep in mind, the packages say every one of these are 4 weights. You see the one up by my rings?
The last one I would say is a 5. But that's just me.
And the one up by my rings looks like 2. There's just that much difference. Now this pink one is a 3 weight and the purple is a 4 weight. There's no way.
No, I got that backwards.
Yeah. No
Probably
way.
not even the same company, huh?
No, each yarn is a different company.
Okay. Well, let me show you something shocking here. These are both one weights. And they're from the same company. There is a marked difference between the two of them. They're both yarn art. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my take on it. If you don't know the company, or you're not familiar with their product, go to a brick and mortar store, see if you can use a yarn gauge to measure that type of yarn. Like, go to Walmart and see if you can find a Lion brand. And I know, what is Walmart's brand? Mainstays.
Yeah.
Measure one of them. Write down your observations. Let yourself know, okay, this yarn is not as thick as this yarn. Or it took me this number of wraps to get an inch on this yarn, even though it says it's a 4. So my best advice is, if you can go out and get hands-on, do it.
Paula, Zoila says, so when we are making a project, stick to the same yarn brand, question mark?
I would, yes. But Rebecca said that she's using Lion brand, and she can actually feel the difference between the 3 different yarns that she got, but they're all Lion brand. Are they different colors, Rebecca? That would be my question. Okay, thank you, Gwen. All
right, Gwen, I got you marked down. Paula, Gwen sent
Yeah.
you a picture of the furls hook to your email.
Okay. Dog fences, auto cucumber. That's all I got to say. Yes, but that's why I asked if the yarns are different colors, because in my experience, the darker colors are thicker and more abrasive. That's my opinion. Red Heart is abrasive, period. Red Heart seems to be on the thicker end of the 4.
Elizabeth said she's had issues using Red Heart and Karen in the same project.
Karen tends to be on the slimmer side of 4. I have noticed that. Yes, it did. The darker your fabric, the more you had to buy to make a specific project. I learned that from the time I started sewing.
And then Rebecca said the cherry and spice orange are the same size, but the blue denim is not.
Well, to me, blue denim is going to be a lighter color. Why is that? Because the black dye, how do I put it? I don't want to say it shrinks the fabric, but it weighs the fabric down. Oh, help me out here, someone. Diane and everybody, even when I was dyeing fabric, now keep in mind, I dyed all 100% cotton from the same company, and I used all the same brand of dye. They were all dyed using the same process, and the darker the color saturation, the more the fabric appeared to shrink.
Diane thinks it saturated the fabric more, and Gwen says that it squeezes the fibers.
Either one would make more sense. Hi, Dee, sweetheart.
Hi, Dee.
Big hug. But if you're working with fabric, and if you can carry that over to yarns. When I was dyeing so much hand-dyed fabric, I twitch when I think of those days. I like to stick to the pastels or the brights. I absolutely hated doing the darker colors. When I was selling it, I would kind of steer people clear of the black, because black, red, and blue are colors that bleed even after they should have stopped bleeding. So someone said that they didn't want one of the dryer sheets that Mama G put in her yarn. That's not a dryer sheet. That is a color catcher. Okay.
So you put that in the washer with your yarn, and it stops it from bleeding.
Well, it doesn't stop it from bleeding. It absorbs the slough off. It absorbs the excess dye.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Especially if you've got a darker color. Yes. Right. So I let a color catcher. Now here's a question. Have you ever noticed that when you have something red and it accidentally gets thrown in with like your lights, and your lights all come out of the washer with a pink tinge?
Yeah.
That is from the fabric bleeding off the excess color. Okay. That is why you use color catchers. Any type of cotton that I buy that is red or dark blue or black, I throw a color catcher in the laundry with it, because they bleed.
I never heard that before.
You can buy them at the store. They're not expensive.
Yep, I never heard that before.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had a lot of experience with dyeing fabric. And trust me, I would wash and dry my fabric. I'd wash it because I dyed yards at a time. So, right. Obviously you're going to have to put that in its own wash. But yes, color catchers are awesome. Yeah, my husband's father did that to him, Diane. He washed his tennis outfit. He was on the tennis team at the time. He washed his tennis uniform and all of his underwear and socks with a red blanket.
Zorla wants to know where you would buy the color catchers.
Yeah, this was back in the 70s before they had color catchers. And the poor man had a pink tennis outfit until he could get a new one.
Where would you buy the color catchers?
In the laundry section at Walmart. Yeah, pink everything, Gwen. He quit the tennis team right after that. He's like, I can't do it.
Kirsten says she uses color catchers in every load of laundry.
Oh yeah, jeans bleed horribly.
Kim G, how did you get Dee's sun catcher today in the mail? Did your mail run today? I wondered if it was just certain ones that weren't running.
That could be.
Yeah, I've had blue jeans bleed too.
Well, I separate out my blue jeans from everything else. And I'm a real stickler for separating the lights from the darks, the jeans, towels, etc. So, and the only time that we use the color catchers now, since I'm not dyeing fabric anymore, thank you, Lord, is when one of us has a new cotton something.
Oh, that makes sense, Kim. I just thought maybe some post offices, were still going.
Well, my post office, I understand what Kim is saying because my post office will deliver packages and things in the morning and then they'll deliver them again in the evening.
Mm.
One of them is actually called a color catcher. I don't remember what the other one is called. I use just the color catcher. Like I said, they're really cheap. And if you've got something brand new that you don't want to bleed all over your other stuff, try it out. So that's just my advice.
All right, let me share the screen.
Okay.
This is Walmart. They have several of the color catchers.
Yeah, Shout color catcher. That's the one I use.
So
they're not expensive because you get like a boatload.
Right.
So, but I highly recommend them. And when I would send out my hand dyed fabric, I would throw in a couple color catchers, explain what they were, and recommend that they wash the fabric at least once more before they use it. Or if they're going to cut it and use it immediately, then throw the color catcher in with whatever they make.
Right. Back to the Red Heart versus Karen yarns. To me, they feel like two different yarns. Karen yarn is super, super soft and silky feeling, and Red Heart isn't. Does that make sense?
Oh, well,
So would that make a difference when using them together on a project?
I don't know. I think it's just that different companies do different. Okay, different companies spin their yarn differently. Okay. And I guess what one company does and another company doesn't is what affects the thickness of the yarn. But I know for a fact that darker yarns are thicker than lighter yarns, even of the same brand.
Kendra, it's just freezing cold here.
I'm
Diane, you stay safe.
Climate.
Diane Major said she just got a winter storm warning, so make sure you stay safe.
I live in Arkansas, and when I moved here, I thought I was moving to a warmer climate. First year we lived here, 14 inches. Our high today is going to be 26 degrees. Go us.
AD, you do use all different weights and fibers together of yarn. You want to come up on panel and tell us what you think about doing that? Because a lot of people are curious.
Well, I checked my stash and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I have any 6s left. Don't have any lace, any 0.
Right, Jen?
Oh, so do I. It's just that the Red Heart Black, I can't use that. It takes the skin off my hands.
Yeah, I don't, there's just something with Karen yarn and Red Heart yarn. To me, there's just something different. I just don't know how to explain it, but Dee says you can mix match any yarns together and it, it works. Gwen says when you mix yarns, be careful not to mix up their energy. Yeah. All right, Gwen, can you explain that better to us?
Told you so, Dee. I love my faux furls.
As well, I would have never thought about what would happen when you wash the different fibers. Beth says, I think a lot of people don't like Karen. I love it. Big color selection, and they used to stock a lot of colors at Walmart. I don't mind Karen yarn at all.
And I don't believe that you have to stick with any one certain weight in your projects. Or even if you start in one weight, I don't think that you have to stick with that weight. I think you can do whatever you want. It's your project.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of furls because I think they're way overpriced and they're not real sturdy.
I've never had a problem with Karen yarn splitting for me.
Well, okay, I can see where that would happen if you use a oh gosh, I use an inline hook. What's the name of the other one? You know what I mean. It's got a different hook head.
I don't know what that's one of the things I want to talk about is the different hooks. Tapered.
There we go. Thank you.
Kendra said anniversary cake split for her.
I didn't have that problem, but I got my anniversary cake was one of the old ones. Hey Anastasia. Hello Maritza. Yeah, I think with tapered hooks, that's the problem. The hook actually splits it. But with Gesundheit, But with inline hooks, I haven't had that problem.
Nancy says, I think the resin hooks are pretty to look at, but too expensive and fragile for someone like me who drops a hook every other stitch. I agree there, Nancy.
Well, at least you're not dropping stitches. Yeah, see, the Odyssey is expensive though, Dee. They're like 26 to 30 bucks a hook.
Yeah, Dee was telling me that she's only used Odyssey hooks for years. And when she got those from Temu, she tried it out and she said she loves them.
Oh, yeah, I love them. I got these just before Christmas, and I was already pledged to finish up any projects that I could. So I didn't really try them out until after the first of the year, and it's like, oh yeah, I like these.
Right,
You know
Nancy?
what? Neither do my Susan Bates, Nancy.
Zorla, I don't know anybody that has bought them, but I do remember her showing them. My
Yeah,
problem
I
is
don't remember.
I crochet tight and I'm worried about breaking the tips off of my hooks with the resin hooks.
I broke a couple. Hang on. Well,
D. Elizabeth wants to know if the Odyssey is the same as the newer metal streamlined furls hooks.
Anastasia, here is a Susan Bates ergonomic hook. You can tell that it's not that big. It's comfortable to crochet with. So you might want to try those. But Susan Bates are all in line. So you might not want to try those.
Elizabeth D says, no, Elizabeth, I bought the first set of solid metal hooks from Furls and they snagged the yarn. There was rough spots. Mark had to sand them down for me. Newer ones are, but I'm not willing to pay the money. Anastasia says she can't do Susan Bates. I have used boy hooks for years and could not use Susan Bates until I got the set of, or got the hook, the twist and lock set. And I love using that one. Zorla, have you had a chance to use yours yet?
Okay. And I know that I was supposed to talk about ply today. Well, to be quite honest, ply usually only applies, and I said usually, only applies if you are spinning your own yarn. Hi, Stella's mom.
Hi, Stella's
then
mom.
You will have plied yarn. Or if you live in New Zealand or Australia, they use a ply system. Now, I know that Hobie yarn has, it'll state X amount of plies instead of 2 weight, 3 weight, 4 weight. So I know that a 2-ply is a 1 weight. I looked these all up. And I don't think I ever found what a 3-ply was equivalent to, but a 4-ply is a 2 weight, and an 8-ply is a DK. That's as far as I got with it. So that's the only thing I can tell you really about plies, is unless you are spinning your own yarn, it's really not going to matter.
Hi, Ellie.
Hey, Ellie.
Timu has some of the twist lock ones.
So,
My daughter,
they're a little bit different.
My daughter bought me a couple of years ago the twist and lock ones that light up, but they snagged the yarn something terrible, so I haven't been able to use them. But somebody said to take some sandpaper, like Dee was saying, and sand them.
Yeah. So, anybody else have any questions? Yes, please review them, Dee. But I don't know. I got a pretty good. I got a pretty good deal on my twist and locks. I went through eBay.
Yep, we got the same ones, and I think you found us an awesome deal. I'll show my baby blanket again for the ones that's come in late. This is the first baby blanket for the new grandbabies. And this is folded in half. I'm loving the colors and the stitch.
Oh yeah, that yarn is beautiful.
It's the yarn that Mama G gifted me. It's let me grab it. It's Soho something. Ouch. Soho Twirly Whirl. 100% acrylic. And oh, it's a number 3 weight. But it's super, super soft, and it's got, you know, the homespun yarn, how it's kind of kinky. This looks like it is, but it really isn't. I don't know if you can see. Kind of hard to see.
Oh, it's got a little bit of a halo.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to know about the squares pebbles? Oh, well, that sucks, Elizabeth. And I think Diana bought the last 2 from her seller.
Right. Thank you, Zoila. Thank you, Stella's mom. And Ellie.
Pebbles, if you can ask, go ahead. I mean, just ask in chat. Maybe we can give you an answer.
They are plastic, Kim G, so I will make sure to use the really fine sandpaper.
They are due by the end of January.
Yeah, email me anytime, Pebbles, if you have questions.
Yeah, I sent Diana a box, and unfortunately, it's been delayed by weather. So it must still be in Kansas City. Thank goodness I didn't include anything perishable. Oh, you can do it, Pebbles. We know you can.
Yeah, and Elizabeth, I don't have the whole set for you, but I do have a few of the tips and the handle for you. I'm still trying to find another set like what we found for you. It just might take a few weeks. Yep, Pebbles, you got this. Just if it's going to be a few days late, just let me know. Remember, this is a no stress project.
Yeah. Is Elizabeth looking for a set like ours with the case and all, or just a set?
Yeah, the case and the whole set.
Okay. Because I was going to say, I think I've got around here the handle with maybe a tip and the cutter.
Do you? I got a few tips and a handle too.
Yeah. Yes, in honor of Jimmy Carter, Zoila. Okay. I'll keep an eye out. A lot of times I'm just sitting on the web, Googling whatever happens to pop into my head, and I'll try to remember to Google that.
Yeah, Nancy, the whole friendship afghan was we didn't want no one to stress over anything. Use the yarn that you have at hand. No having to go out and buy yarn. No having to buy patterns. Nothing. Just go at your flow. And I mean, the end of the month, we'll see how everybody has gotten. But it sounds like everybody's.
Sounds like everybody's winding them up.
Yeah.
But I know y'all are going to be disappointed, but I kept all the ones that you guys wanted. No, I'm kidding. But I did keep this one.
I like that one. I liked all of them though that you were doing.
But doing those gave me lots of ideas for lots of blankets for lots of people.
Stella's mom, are you talking about the hooks that Paula showed from Temu, or the Susan Bate twist and lock ones?
The twist and locks, or these?
Nancy said she's working on her first mosaic blanket and was surprised that it's so simple. It was more stressful worrying about starting one than actually doing it. Oh, she's talking about the twist and lock ones.
Oh, okay.
Now, I have problems with my hands hurting after a while with crochet, and I have found the twist and lock, the Susan Bates twist and lock set to be very comfortable.
Jen, I looked it up on YouTube. I think it's called the Sun and Moon granny square, but it's only for like I want to say maybe a 6-inch square, but I just added rows. Speaking of which, that's a project I started.
Mosaic is one thing I'm going to learn this year. There you go,
Oh, mosaic.
Ellie. 20 animal grading squares.
Yeah, I know that they've got ones that have more than 20, but this book was on sale and I got it for like $6. So I went for it. Yes, those are adorable.
Them are adorable. I might have to look for those patterns. I can't remember. Did he say she had a pattern book with those in it, or was it tutorial she found online? I can't remember.
I think that was a pattern book. Yes, the library has awesome crochet books.
Yes, they do. Yep. Yeah, because Dee did the cat, and then she also did a frog.
Oh, I want to see the frog.
Yeah. Yep. Nancy says Bookies is the name of the book. And Dee says it's on Amazon and it's called Bookies.
There we go.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nancy listened a little closer than we did.
Right.
Whoops.
So Ellie, there you go. Or no, Ellie wants the animal squares.
Yeah, I got it on Amazon, and I know that there's a book that has like 40 animal squares, but this one was $6. That one was not. The 40 one, that one was nowhere near $6.
Oh wow. Well, Nancy, you're doing better than I am, because evidently I don't pay attention good enough.
We both missed that. Either
Right.
that or I've forgotten it.
We sure did. All right, so don't forget, mark your calendars. January 23rd is Paula's 65th birthday party on the channel. We've got some cool giveaways to do that night, or that day, sorry. And next week is the 16th, and we will have some more basic crochet info to share with everybody. We are working
over hooks.
Huh?
I said, I think, why don't we go over hooks since we went over yarn today?
Yeah, the hooks. And we are working on a schedule so that we know the week before we can tell you if we're going to do something, that if you want to follow along and you need supplies, you'll know what supplies you need.
Yep. 65th, Nancy. I will be 65 years old in January. Although my husband says I'm 19. I'm like, well, the logistics of that are not real good, hon, because our oldest son is 45.
Oh, wow. Hi, Taffy. Thanks for coming in. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I have some cool giveaways and stuff to do that day. And we get to share the day with Paula. So that's going to be exciting. Dee says her oldest son is 47.
Yep.
Nancy said it's the 44th anniversary of your 21st birthday.
There you go. My husband, no, we were 19. I was 19 when we got married. And he told me that I quit aging that day.
Well, that's
He
sweet.
really is a romantic.
That's sweet of
He
him.
really is.
Yes,
I did not
Ellie,
know you had a CD.
if you want to donate for Paula's birthday party, please email me.
Yeah, we're planning on. I definitely need to keep him, Kendra.
Yes.
He has always been there for me through thick and thin.
Yeah.
Health and illness doesn't matter.
Oh, and
We've always been there for each other.
Paula is offering one of her dolls for her birthday giveaways too. So that will be super exciting.
I like that, Nancy.
Yes, that is really
cool. People that from now on. Oh, it's the 44th anniversary of my 21st birthday.
Right.
Or the 46th anniversary of my 19th birthday. That would make my husband happy.
Oh, Dee's live tonight. She has Desi's Crochet Cubby as her guest.
Cool.
Okay.
Your box. Oh, no, you're not getting mail today. Never mind.
Right. I wonder why it, it got stuck in the ice storm. I was like, I wonder why it's taken till Monday, but I forgot it got stuck for 2 days in that ice storm. I got pregnant at 17 and my first was born when I was 18.
That's not me. Okay. I have. I'm going to steal the screen for a minute, Diana.
Yep.
I have Sally.
Adorable.
From The Nightmare Before Christmas. And I have this little doll.
Adorable.
Remind us of the summertime.
Yep.
She's getting ready to go to the beach with her little beach bag.
Yep.
So, or if those two don't thrill anyone, then I've also got Jack Skellington. I've got Frankenstein. I've got Scarecrow. I've got Sam the Scarecrow. You know,
I'm sure anyone you offer that day is going to be amazing. The amigurumi queen. She always calls you that, Paula.
Well, thank you.
Sounds like Sally's a big hit.
Okay. Well, I got Sally and I got Jack. Excuse me.
All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up and we'll see everybody next Thursday. And we'll talk about differences in hooks and things like that. Oh, Taffy has never seen your dolls before, Paula.
Oh. Girl, I could show you pictures and actual dolls for days.
Yep. Yes, make sure everybody stays safe and stays warm this week. there's several places they're calling for winter storms.
No.
I hope no one is in the way of the fires in California. That is a sad, sad situation there. So, but Jen Rees wants to know if you've ever thought about teaching how to make your dolls.
I've thought about it, but then I thought, I don't know. I found that when I try to teach something, people want a written pattern, and I suck at writing patterns. Party is the same time as usual on on that Thursday.
Yeah, 1 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah. My birthday is the 20th, so we figured we'd do the party on the 23rd.
Right. All right. Yes, Gwen, stay safe if you're getting storms today. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Love you all.
Love you
Bye.
all. See you next week.